Okay, Sonata, welcome back to stream. Finally, the last day before Requiem. Tomorrow I probably would stream once at our usual time like now, and then another stream at midnight. If the game is like I wanna play, then it's gonna be like that, or else just gonna be usual stream time. Okay. 你们こんばんは Yay, okay. Nothing special today, cause like literally have nothing to do. Monster Hunter, the thingy doesn't work. I don't know the code, what's wrong. Maybe actually a regional restriction thingy that is like no idea. No Monhan. Cause it was like I saw them on sale, and then there's like there are like extra packs and stuff. I didn't have time to check on the whole game, so maybe it's like, oh, if I like it, then I probably would buy like a bigger bundle rather than just one game. So I'm checking on that as well. Yeah, no Monhan. We actually got some concept art left, like 120 pages at least, and we also got an extra game mode that we haven't like tried at all. So today we can. I'm pretty sure that I can still fill up the 2-hour stream for today with like any measures that I could do. Extra game mode. Yeah, they got the what additional order or whatever. That one we haven't played Let's see that one. Yeah, this one, the mercenaries additional order. There are a lot of characters and then a lot of areas. So actually, I don't think we can play it all today. Okay, all done. Concept art. Winters. This one we read it yesterday, I think. It was to help Mia on the wheelchair due to events of the previous game. I don't really know why. Why do you have to put her on the wheelchair? Like, was she injured? Like for the last one, I think she pretty like survived in a pretty intact way that doesn't even need that at all, in my opinion. So I don't understand. Okay, second one. Oh, this one is for Rose. We read it as well. What is that? We wanted to create the impression of Evelyn's influence, so we included green in her key colors. There was also an idea that Rose would fight some of Evan's enemies. Did she at the end? No, right? No, I don't think so. Like, other than Miranda, I think the others are just like like a soul sucking enemies, right? Those ghosts. Oh, okay. This one we read it as well. What? The Mia Chris? This is about the Miranda one. Why they repeated some of the? Wait, no. Wait, is it the one? Oh, sorry. I was like, why is it all cut? Like, okay, I'm sorry. I got the wrong one. It should be the Tragedy of Even Winter's concept art. Okay. let's see. Resident Evil 7 character design includes some character models that were different, or didn't even appear in the final version of the game, such as the dog race was originally going to be early middle age. Ugh, this is not early middle age, bro. What's wrong? This is definitely not, bro. What do you mean by early middle age? I don't believe it, though. Initial rough drafts of Ethan and Mia when they were not going to be married but strangers. Ethan was an investigator and Mia was a missing person. You know, it's like a very cliche one to try saying like maybe what did it say? Those stories about like an investigator and then one is like a missing person, or there's like with a background that is like a drug addict or what's that called, sex workers, those kind of like very classic story development. If it is the case, I don't think Ethan would be that like would like to be that how to say, would not be that like earn that much of respect from this game. The whole thing would be very bad. Like, why are you going to heavy? Yeah, heavy rain 5 exactly. But he was still the father. Like the in heavy rain, at least the one that actually is what do we say? The investigator is another character there. So it's like he's still the father. Although it's like the setting would be very heavy rain inspired. Family photo of the bakers replanted the old woman and the young girl were separate characters. Now we know it's like because it's like Evelyn with the mold and they age very quickly, so it turns to be the granny at the end saying like, "Why nobody loves me?" And then disappear or dead at the end. Vanished. Initial rough drafts of the Baker family included a wide range of bizarre characters. How bizarre, they mean. Well, let's see. How to move, right? Oh, move? But this is zoom only. How do I move? I don't think I can change the dimension, kind of. Why? I don't know. So, not even like pointing to somewhere and then try to drag it. Look at. Grandma didn't even have any like. Didn't even have any what did I say? Didn't have anything special. She was just like killed instantly after we reached to her place, knowing that she is the actual like Evelyn there. She was the quickest like final boss I've seen in the whole series, I think. Like not even the middle bosses, they're like just they would be like trying to extend the fight. But that grandma was just I think I finished it and like after I figure out how to get her, it's like just a minute or two and she just died. Which is the worst final boss in Resident Evil, I think. Like the others, at least you have to like extend your extend a few minutes to suffer through it. But 7, they just didn't. They didn't even try to make it as some final boss like that. I don't understand why. Mother, daughter. Maybe it's like originally daughter is also one of the character to be attacking us, but they end up like happening using Zoe as the one to kind of like help us in the middle. They included a violent mother made of bugs, trapper brother, Mio's practically an invisible sister, twin young brothers and a crazy grandma. Crazy grandma, me? But it's like, twin young brothers, why? Twin young brothers. Mia was practically an invisible sister? Just get caught, what do you mean? Mia was practically an invisible twin young brothers. So there should be like one more what to say? It's like one more middle like mini boss stage. That's the case. And the crazy grandma. Grandma is just Evelyn at the end. Okay. Trapper Brothers just basically how it was for Lucas, I think. And Margaret and Val and Father Jake, I think they always fit. It was just about the twin young brothers changed to like they just skipped this one, I think. Dylan got this idea from the whole series later on. Art director's comment, another rough draft of the Bakers has each member associated with a particular color. Jake was yellow, Margaret was purple, Lucas was blue, and Zoe was red. Bro, they didn't even make it into like the whole thing is so like gray and white that doesn't even feel like there's colors on them. Like end up they just become zombies, so color design stuff it's like useless on their end. Remember Margaret at the end just using like a white gray shirt. Maybe your father maybe have some little color changes on that, but it's like the whole thing is so gray and white that I couldn't even notice any color changes around them. Rough draft of Evelyn, Chris, and Dave. The young boy in the middle was originally the youngest Baker, Remy, but he was cut. Evelyn ended up taking his place. I mean, if Evelyn is not there, how they even link up the story then? If she's not there, taking its place. But it doesn't feel like what should I say? I feel like they really made some connection between like she just randomly get into that house and that infected everyone and that's it. I'm not sure. I think Seven the whole story just feels like a side game instead of like a main Resident Evil like storyline, I would say. Jack's glasses were his key focal point for his character during early development. The image on the right is of his chainsaw fight. That one is very funny. Like I didn't even know how to actually attack with that. It's kind of weird for that scene. And yeah, we have chainsaw fight from tomorrow's Requiem as well. It's gonna be like Leon can finally get a chainsaw and then so what do I say? Cut through the way out. The left shows an early design of a mutated Jack where he looked more like himself, but this was later changed so the player could easily identify his weak point. This is the original one? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, they just need to place their eyes on there. You know, every time for them making monsters that are like with the visible weak points, they're either like eyeballs or what was that? I think most are just eyeballs. Or like something like brain matters are like important parts, sensational parts that you can recognize, and then they're like repetitive, then it's fine. We can say that the arms are the target as well. I don't know. The picture of the right is a design for Mia's colleague, Ellen. What? Does Ellen even exist? I don't know. Did he ever exist in the game? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, he is. Oh my god, I forgot. I was in the ship. Yeah, that was Ellen. Okay. It was like he was so. I nearly forgot. Okay. Okay, that was the one. But I couldn't really recognize their faces. Like the whole thing is just like. I think the point of 7, the worst part of it is like, you know, the colors. It just doesn't give me a very vivid image of everyone's like how they're looking in that game. One of the idea of Margaret's mutated form, we originally thought of a design similar to earlier Resident Evil games with lots of body parts coming out of her. Coming out of... What? Why is that an early Resident Evil game reference? I don't really know. Is that the very original ones? Like the remakes, I don't feel like they... I don't really feel like they got those kind of like body parts popping up kind of references. I don't know. We end up going for a new and refreshing design. Are you sure it's refreshing? Are you sure it's you can use refreshing to call that disgusting thingy? Okay. Designed for Evelyn's final form, enlarged by mold. When we were designing her, we had to show each department how every part of her fits together with the head in the center. Okay. I'm so close to buy the biscuits. Let me get it now, Lamel. My nose is very weird this 2 to 3 days. Like, it didn't stop running once I wake up. I'm not sure if I'm sick. Oh my god.
Miyako Sage, side bite a biscuit.
Yeah, I'm eating. I just sat up. Biscuits though. Okay. Next. These are rough drafts of Evelyn's final form. Her old woman form transforms into a giant monster that absorbs her body. Wow. 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 It doesn't even. For me, my memories of this one is just a pile of gray substance. Nothing more. Mm-hmm. Hmm. How is the art like on the channel? The controls didn't go away. How suppose I can like read the art form like clearly? The main antagonists were the Baker family, so the design of the general monsters, the mold, were some of the hardest ones. They need to stand out without taking attention away from the Bakers. Hmm. 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 The Bakers look realistically human thanks to a technique using scan photographs, so we wanted the mold to not outshine them. They would never outshine them, I think. Because, like for character design, you have accounts phrases like lines and then actions, and more importantly, it's expressions like the faces and like facial expression and body gestures that would be like attracting people to have like some strong points of like having an impression. So it's like both. Usually those monsters, they're just like black and white and ugly, and then giving a little bit of like this growling noises. So I don't think they would be like having much attention to the monsters at all. And also their concept was to make it as mold. So what other than black, gray, and then probably white or green, right? I don't know. Art comment: four-legged mold. What? The name molded comes from mold and transformed. Mold and transformed. Mold transformed. Transformed. Okay. We wanted the enemy names in Resident Evil to be one that the Baker family might have come up with themselves. Oh, that's why it's called mold. It's so bad taste of that's so bad taste. Okay, that's why. I was saying like, bro, how would you even call the monsters mold? That was the worst naming I know in Neverland's. Like, okay, if you're saying like bakers or like bakers come up with that, okay, that makes sense. Just have no sense. The family just have no sense. They're crazy. Design for the fat mold. Then the bottom right, you can see how the molds are made. The victims are kept in cages covered with mold with the left for 2 or 3 days to turn. Yee, what the... 모르겠다 간세. Crazy. Oh my god, the moment the models are born. Literally a web up on the top, and then they just place them inside. Oh my god, gross. What the heck is this? Rough draft of the type of white mold that was axed. Okay. Really didn't saw her at the end. Okay. This was going to be a female variety that had tentacles resembling hair underneath the hair with a mouth-like appendage that extends out and attack. Yee. There were also early development plans to have an antibody gun that would have been effective against the mold. Wait, was it the idea that got not stolen, got used, like reused on Requiem then? Or we're saying like an antibody gun. Maybe they're using that one. Because they didn't show the visual, right? Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this wasn't it this one the one that Grace would be using. Something like a needle or like an injecting thingy to collect the how do I say those blood or whatever, and then that can kill the monster at the end. The sign of Margaret's creepy crawlies. From the top, there are adult and young man-eating insects as well as man-eating spiders that live in the doorway. Man-eating. Why? They were bait palette in order to appear less repulsive. Insects found in some real abandoned buildings in Louisiana were used as a reference. So it's like the design is related to like a real life insects that would appear in abandoned buildings. Oh my god, gross. Art from early development of Resident Evil 7. This was the moment we decided the setting, and from there, the whole game was based in American South. Okay. The main dining room inside the house, there weren't plans for the main house and guest house at this point. Okay, so it's like at the end they finally figure out, because this was the kitchen, like the one that they captured Ethan and try to be like having a family dinner together, right? This was strong when we were coming up with ideas for the guest house and try to work out the size and layout of the house. Did we have this butterfly house appeared? I don't even remember this part. Like, was it there? I remember the broken staircase. It was there, but this one I'm not sure. Like the one on the right, I'm not sure. They just got a insect like butterfly sample house. No idea. Don't remember though. Like an underground area where the family kept a terrifying monster that needed a large feeding hatch. Do they have this at the end? I don't remember. Early concept art of the guest house. The size is close to the final version, but the light coming in made it less scary. The final version was a lot darker. Well, I don't know. You absolutely have no light for there's no light and dark contrast for me, like in Resident Evil 7 at all. For me, just for me, I'm not very unless there is like very vibrant, like very vivid colors. I just don't feel like that at all. Concept art for the guest house living room. This became the room where the VCR was found in the release version of the game. What is it? What is a VCR? My brain just bugged at this point that I couldn't even recognize the short form. This layout became too difficult to understand and navigate in games, so it got a complete overhaul. Okay. Concept art for the second floor of the guest house. This was changed to the third floor with a hidden staircase added. Okay. This one was the one that was saying, like, so we asked us to head to the roof and then try to get up to, like, whatever. But end up we couldn't, I think. They didn't get to a place where... Wait, no. And we can head to the roof, and it was Lucas, like, what was that? Was it Lucas playroom or whatever to hold a card there wasn't, or key, I don't remember. Concept art showing Andre's corpse in the guest house basement, when the initial idea was to have the player take the flashlight and Andre's body. Okay. Concept art for the scene in the guest house where Mia crawls up the stairs towards Ethan. You need her to crawl out from the television. Come on. The final design of the main house was based on on-site research of Louisiana. The outside of the baker's home is based on plantations house that date back to the American Civil War and the era of slavery in the U.S. Okay. A rough design of the main house. Initial plans had a windmill in the front yard, but later research revealed there are no windmills in Louisiana. Okay. They're doing it in realistic, how to say, geographical research as well. Okay. The house was also surrounded by open land and not the veil, which didn't make it feel like a horror game at all. Okay. I don't know about that one. The talisman design for Resident Evil 7 made by Jack out of a cow head and legs. We based it on images of mold, bacteria, and cells. Cow head and legs. It's an image of mold, bacteria, and cells, and then make it to this one? Okay. The texture is it done? Yeah, I think they did see that the texture of it is like making it as like mold and cells. Early development concept art for the main house. The final version did not have you enter through the front door. The layout for the second floor was also completely different. Enter through the front door? Enter through the front door. That was not the front door. Yeah, that was not the front door. Okay. The dining room of the main house had a completely different view from the final version. The room and lighting atmosphere changed after on-site research. Okay. One of the biggest difference was the main table. It used to be square, but we found a round table in Louisiana home which better suit the family coming together. What's the... Why it sound like... Well, of course, if they're like actually saying about family more than like more like royalties of a family, like more like a royal, more like a casual family than a royal ones that are like you know, those Korean companies, like they're big families and they're sitting together with around a square table. Then probably makes sense. Okay, what else? This one. The garage in the main house that you fight Jack in, initial plans had the garage and boiler together in a single room. Boiler? Boiler? What is that boiler for? You mean the boiler? Where did we have the boiler, like, to react with? Is that the chainsaw fight? After a chainsaw fight, maybe? Like, Lucas was trying to release a monster at his back? That part? I don't know. The sunlit entrance hall in the main house. This is very different from the final version with the grandfather clock in the center and curved stairs. Until the final version, early concept art include a large open yard. Large open yard. I feel like they still got a big yard. Like around like when we finished the Jack back then. This concept art for the entrance hall is much closer to the final version. The room is full of furniture and several taxidermied animals, giving it a lived-in feel. Okay. Concept art for one of the shadow puzzles in the main house. These rooms need to be used for fights and puzzles, so we try to make them as disconcerting as possible. The shadow puzzles are pretty easy for this time. Like they only need you to get one cube and then do the job there. You know, most of the old, like probably for the old Resident series or the other games, they would like you to collect probably 3 pieces and then trying to get that into like get them into the piece in gather together and then try to actually find out how do you could not just about the shadow but also like need to what do I say? Not just problem solving, but also collecting the parts, like spending a lot of time to do it. You mean disconcerting? You don't know? It's just like disturbing or unsettled. Like it feels like why is this place here or something like that. Maybe they're just like try to what the meaning probably is just like you would distinguish it in a second that you feel there's something wrong in the house, so I have to go inside and find out what's going on there. Okay. Shadow puzzle in the old house. Shadow puzzle in Lucas' room. This one, I think the puzzle thing is very easy back then. Like, Yeah, they're just rotating. Didn't even need much rotation for me at all. Like, yeah, if you have good imagination, you'll just solve it in a second. And they got a pretty big like allowance for you as well. Like, I didn't think I make the turnings very accurate, but they still would be like, okay, that's very similar, and then they just let you go. Like they didn't even try to say I had a wrong attempt for once. Okay. The crow key, a scorpion key, snake key, and their doors. On the right, in the design for the three-headed dog relief. Oh, this one is the only puzzle. That's why they're not asking you to get the puzzles like for the projectors, because we need to find like this 3 keys is like complicated already, that you have to get the last puzzle here. Okay, that makes sense. Like I forgot about this 3. Like I have to collect this 3 like separately, or 2, or probably 3, I guess. The concept art for the yard, there were always plans to have a trailer in the center of the yard, trapped by the house around it. See this one. Early on during development, Zoe's room was not going to be the trailer, but a room in the main house, which Ethan saves her from. Really? The room was going to have a sort of a Louisiana folklore theme to it. You have folklore in Louisiana? I don't know. I don't know what folklore would be there. The old house was once situated on solid ground. It was floated by a hurricane, which is why it was separated from the main house and barricaded up. Okay. Louisiana is a region that is often hit by major hurricanes, and we want to show that the Baker family were impacted by them too. Okay. Okay, that's why there is like floated places around. You can see dolls in this concept art for the old house. We left objects associated with children all over the house because that was where Evelyn's room is. Old house. Old house. But Grandma was always in the main house, wasn't it? It was like not until we find like Mia's recording, and then we finally like to check that we need to head to defeat Margaret for the next whatever it is. So it's like, I don't know. It doesn't feel that connected to me. Doesn't even show the hints. The only thing that I feel like had the hints of like having child to live there was just Lucas' house, where you try to get to that part and then solving the problems around. There was like children like when he was like young, and then have those kind of infesting like science or word and stuff. Then I know that there's children that actually live there. Like for Evelyn, her existence there, if you're just using dolls and just dolls like this, there's not much like a living evidence actually saying that she was there. I'm not sure because I didn't play for the DLC, so it might affect my experience in like judging how they actually like execute the whole thing. I didn't play the daughters there, so I don't know. A web covered the room inside the old house. Which one? Wait, I missed my. Wait, I missed my. Okay. This one, okay. This concept art for the old house shows an image of a room with a severe damaged floor. Beyond that, you can see the staircase that leads up to the child's room. Margaret walks down the corridor with a candle to receive mold from Evelyn. The destruction in the room was caused by a hurricane. Okay. Okay. What else? Which one I should be getting? Or maybe this one. The jetty behind the old house that leads to the bayou. The crow key is kept away from the house in a remote location, so no one can get into it. Let's get away from the house in remote location. Concept for an overgrown greenhouse where Margaret used to grow her plants. It was once a beautiful greenhouse but turned into ruin when Evelyn arrived. This is the location for the boss fight with Margaret. I think they were not that messy when we are actually defeating Margaret back then. Like, maybe they still got those ideas of, like, all, like, extended, dead, plants. But at the end, I don't think they're that messy. Because what I remember was just wooden or stone-like structures and spiders and insects. And very disgusting, like, those kind of, like, hatches. I don't think there's much details that I can be like actually looking into when I'm fighting that. Greenhouse was just a greenhouse back then. Concept art for mutated Margaret. Her arms and legs are warped in a terrifying way as she relentlessly pursues Ethan. Jesus us! Don't chase us! Oh my god! The child's room in the old house that Evelyn lives in is full of toys for girls, like a doll house and dolls. Ah, wait. Okay. But that one was very... You know, we barely need to get to the girl's house back then. Like, there's only one on the doll house showing you about I don't remember if it's a key or a hole to get into. Like, to pass through to another place. At that point, I didn't even connect that part as like children living there. Kind of. You would just. I think most other people probably would just miss that content, right? It was like, okay, a dollhouse, but I didn't even think of there's a young, or is it, or it would be like I would thought that it's Zoe's because they got a girl there as well. But I won't think that this is for Evelyn at all. So kinda out of my expectation for this one. These dolls are unlike the ones in the entrance to the old house, and are based on the molded. Evelyn grows her family even larger with the mold. Okay. Temporary design for the room behind the child's room where a life-sized doll is seated instead of Evelyn. Which one was that? Like, I don't even remember that part. Like, ugh. The final design for the room behind the child's room where you can find the body of the D series. The ceiling was made to be low to give it a claustrophobic feeling. Okay. Concept art for a Lucas section of the game. When you enter the room, there are black lights which make it... Okay. I think the controller moved it better. Okay. when you can enter the room where the black lights, which make it feel almost like a nightclub. Oh, that was crazy. When I enter, like, just go into that place, it really feels like a nightclub. This was this was to give players a new different sense of fear from the rest of the family. Blue and white were the key colors for Lucas. Let's Play written on the entrance to Lucas section of the game. Continue into Lucas area, it expands into white rooms covering in plastic sheets. Halfway through development, we decided to make wire bombs Lucas' main weapon of choice. Covered in plastic sheeting. What is that? Well, if you're like placing plastic sheets or plastic whatever all over the house, pretty sure you are a very what do I say? Experienced serial killer. You know, there's like every time when you see those I'm not sure about the other countries, but when I see Koreans like those how do I say? Those torturing scenes when you're trying to like either to torture someone until they speed out what's that called, the intel, like the information of their like who is what, a betrayer or something, like who is the one that they just want information from them before they die. Yeah, interrogate stuff, etc. Or just basically to kill for revenge. They would just be preparing. Okay, we set up the floor and stuff with like those plastic sheet and be ready, and then they would start killing and whatever. Lamau. We wanted to make a design of Lucas' area different from a traditional haunted house. His avant-garde interests really stand out. It was difficult to get the right balance between crazy and comical. Crazy and comical? No, you just have to, like, it's easy. You just cut off the parts. Like those serial killers, they got their own signature or own like collection of who to kill, or saying like keeping some treasure from what the victims like probably think is the most important thing or iconic stuff on their body parts or some belongings. It's very easy. You don't have to overthink about. It's difficult to get the right balance between crazy and comical. It doesn't have to be at all. Like serial killer for me, I feel like the most like I feel like the most weird collection of what did I say? Yeah, the collection for serial killer of their victims. What I don't understand is like thieves. How will you keep those thieves? Like if they're like what's it called? If they're like dentists, I kind of understand. But other than dentists, I don't know why you want to collect somebody's teeth. I need an explanation for that. Concept art for when the four-legged mode first appeared in Lucas section. Who was that? Four-legged mode? I don't even remember that's like a four-legged mode. Ah, okay, I remember, okay. That one jump like hope on us very quickly when it appears. That one? Okay. Doesn't really... I couldn't relate. They're the same thing. I'm sorry. Or a concept art for Lucas area. Plastic. A strong puzzle. A strange puzzle in Lucas' section where various items are laid out, but the room's paint white. This created a very unique space in the game. Okay. You can see a number of strange puzzles scattered about Lucas' section in its piece. They're based not just on Lucas' twist interest, but on the concept of family and life and death. Such as a birthday cake being a symbol for life, grave. No. While a picture of a hanging corpse on the grave are connected to death. The goddess stomach symbolize life, but it's also accompanied by pain. Okay, the mold infection does not have a strong grip on Lucas. The result, he is filled with the most hopelessness, joy, and desire for destruction. Does not have a strong grip on Lucas? For Lucas, what? He also mutated, right? Concept art for Cutbold fight when Mia and Ethan escaped the house. The idea was that the fight with Jack would take place in the muddy waters. Really? Oh, luckily they didn't do it. It was like too much already during that part, like after Lucas has like tried to escape from Lucas. And then you're still thinking of, oh my god, did I save Zoe or did I save Mia? Is the right choice, and I don't even want to think to fight another boss of the part. Concept art of the shipwreck, a destroyed tanker which Evelyn split in two with her powers. Louisiana used to have a rising gas industry with a large number of tankers. Mia and her colleagues and Ellen has get passage on the tanker from Europe to the US, pretending to be Ellen's parents. Crazy. They're working with the what was that called again? I forgot the organization's name. Oh my god. What was that called? I don't remember. The aim of the shipwreck at the end game was to give the player a renewed sense of fear, a change of pace from the excitement of the fights and puzzles in the Baker house. Yes. No, it's not. They got no. It's the one that BSSA is BSSA. I forgot only BSAA. Oh my god, I forgot again. Oh my god, no. Bioterror, what? Bioterror, I don't know. What? It should be what association? Oh my god, I forgot again. Okay, bye. No, not that one. It's the underground like the underground one. Yes. No. They gonna name the what I forgot. Like that one saying that the African the African one, blue umbrella. I don't know. maybe not. They got a name back then, right? Let me check on Baker's report then. They got a name for it. I forgot already. Let's see. Okay, it's Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance. Okay, it's BSAA, not BSSA. Okay. There was a name for that one. Let me check. Concluded was in the connection. Yeah, the connection, I mean. They're working with that connection. Because Evelyn was the one. What? Stop the umbrella with the song there. I don't remember at all. Like I don't even remember the melody again. But why are you always talking about that one? Oh my god. Okay, let's continue. Where am I? Where am I? Okay, not this one. Shipwreck. Okay. Concept art of Ethan being trapped in mold by Evelyn on the shipwreck. Oh, it was way disgusting at the end. Cause it's catchy. It's that no, not catchy for me. It was not catchy for me. Concept art for the mine. Just in front of Lucas' research lab, it's a salt mine, which is why the cave walls are white. Concept art of Evelyn creating mutamosite. This whole incident with the Baker family was caused by a single girl who wanting to create a network of mold across the world in order to have a family of her own. Crazy villain! No one wants to be your family, okay? I'm sorry, but that's the truth. The concept design for Ethan from early on in village development, he had a backpack and for his inventory instead of a suitcase. Wait, wasn't it a backpack at the end? Like when we're enlarging our stuff, like enlarging our inventory, I think it's a backpack. At the end, it was. Was about Mia reading the picture book in our early drafts. She was still recovering from the incident during Resident Evil 7 and was in a wheelchair. Early plans had a mysterious masked person that saved Ethan. This was going to be Ada. Wong investigated the village, but this was cut due to a number of conflicting scenarios. Ada, what? She was originally included in the game. We can get a separate ways there. How does that sound? Please, Requiem. Please get Ada into the game. Please. I don't think they will got Ada in the game though. It's like already have Grace there. It's like two characters to place already, like the usual amount we would get. Their early rough draft of Demetrius. Her concept was a bewitching vampire with giant garden clippers. Well, of course the new lady is more like looks better. I would say this concept probably just like transferred to her daughters. Early development concept art for the Benefiento family based around the idea of a ghost family. Their house was always going to be a single building in front of giant waterfall. The family were rake-themed parents and children wearing strange masks. What does that even mean? There's also a picture of the wife who threw herself into the waterfall due to a tragic incident in the past. Okay. A rough draft of the monster Baru. He was always going to be a disgusting merman, and although his design didn't change that much, the parasite on his back was originally going to be a girl. He once had feelings for ew. You can also see the flooded village settings. Ew. An early rough for the Wolfman, there was going to be a scene where the young men of the village drank from a chalice and the turn, but this was eventually cut. Okay. In the early draft for Heisenberg's family. They got a family? The biggest difference was that Heisenberg was going to be a twin, and his father was a subject for brain experiments. No thanks. Don't add a twin. Himself is enough. Heisenberg's father was going to be the leader of the village at the boss fight with the mechanical mutation was originally going to be with him. Yeah, they sound like they probably like try to get his father into the game as well, but end up they didn't. Okay. Early development rough draft for the leader of the village religion before we came up with Miranda, who was going to transform into a dragon-like monster, but this idea was later used for Demetrius boss fight. Okay. Early development concept art for the Duke, the Merchant. For the very beginning to the final game, he was always going to be a large character. The Duke is a merchant and a foodie and was going to be the 5th Lord in early draft. 5th Lord? Why? That would be weird. Like, huh? In Resident Evil 7, we utilized a photo scanning technique for the character design, but in Village we decided to be more creative and tried character design that didn't look like regular humans. Okay. Well, basically he was the 5th Lord in Rose game, but it was like he was under someone's control of that. Art directors, the merchant's carriage, Duke travels with his horse and carriage all over the village. It's his home, his business, and means of transport. Okay. Okay. Doesn't feel like a home that he can, like, comfortably stay in, though. I'm sorry. The symbol of the merchant is a lantern decorated with the goat bones. The idea was that you would know it was a safe location even from a distance. I didn't see at all. Like, I probably just noticed his big body or whatever that I know he is there with a number of design, but decided a round silhouette would be more impactful. Okay. A rough design for the remains left by enemies when you defeat them. The overall balance need to be achieved in the thumbnail image. The remains for the Demetrius and the Farcolag are different from the final version, which has a more ornamental feel. Typewriter for Village was designed to be distinguishable from previous games like Re 2 and Re 3. The costumes and objects are based on 1960s design, including the typewriter. I want to have a typewriter as well. I didn't have a typewriter. Like, I want to have one, honestly. But it's gonna be like, it's gonna be noisy for me typing. Like, you have to okay, you have to switch the lines yourself and then type it and then switch and then probably adding ink into it to sound, oh my god. But I really want to get a typewriter somehow. Resident Evil concept art 16. Even from early development, the same gameplay as Resident Evil 7 was used, which means using item boxes. However, as development went on, we decided to change the game to be more like Resident Evil 4 and remove the item boxes. Item boxes? What? What item boxes? Huh? Resident Evil 7. Ah, they mean the storage one? Okay, got it. What do you mean by why? You mean why I want a typewriter? I don't know, I just feel like I kinda want like an actual like when I type something out, I want to have an actual pile of record. Don't you feel like digital things, even for me drawing stuff, right? So it's like I only got the digital version of it. It's kind of empty for me. Like although the colors are very beautiful, just print it. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's like when you're creating it and then it was just created and then right in front of your eyes. It's not the same. It's not the same. You don't get it. They're like literally just typed on it and then it just like created to on this world in a second. You don't get it, okay? Designed for the breed based on Castle, Demetrius, the breed were designed after something you'd see at the end of 19th century, and we were originally going to be tributes of the Forlots. Sage trying horror farm some crazy aesthetic. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about like using papers to like save records and stuff would only be like how to say, like improper storage, and then or just like when you got some water on that paper and then they're just like getting those wrinkles and stuff. That's the only thing or some like very older than kind of not actually having mold, but like having those kind of like brown turns brownish in their own color for the paper. I just don't like those. I want it to be as new as always, like when I saw it. Okay, is the left one is Benevientos, was based on the Donuts area. The path when the path passes through a graveyard and over a waterfall via suspension bridges. The right was for Baru's reservoir with the windmills in the center. There was also a design for the fishing village with boat when it wasn't flooded. Heisenberg's is based on his factory. It used train tracks between his house and the factory, moving into the coal mine. Okay. Early development of concept art. Initial ideas has the story switching between the village in modern days and the past, set medieval times. Two early designs for altars in the church that display the castle gate reliefs. Castle gate? An early design for altar in the village that displays the castle gate relief. Wait, but it was not. It was not like that after all. I think. Wait, I can do it like this. Okay, this is better. I didn't know. An early design for safe rooms had a camera as the save point instead of a typewriter. Camera as a save point instead of typewriter? Why you have to choose from typewriter to other stuff then? Storyboard of the Lycan's first appearance. We want them to have wild animalistic image unlike the zombies and ganados of the previous games. Let's see. Okay, so it's like from the roof and just drop down and then take that man down and then bite him, and then went crazy, just tear him apart. Yeah, just tear him apart, and then yeah, and then attack us with an axe. Storyboard for even trial with all the lords. At this point in development, it was still the hack followed by 4 lords. Okay, so for the first one, it's like when I'm awake, it was like having a log with how to say, on the floor, and then like also had his hand cuffed, and then couldn't move at the and all in front. Those are like the 4 lords and the villagers in the church trying to. There was this what's that called, priest, saying that, "Shut up, all of you." And then they're telling about all the lords are got the とにかく so it's like they're having like they're like saying that this man is guilty, and then threatening about us, threatening all of us from our deep root, and then Adam. What? Who is Adam? Adam is like, it's like angry. Who is Adam? There is someone there called Adam. Oh no. Okay, well, and then it's like don't let Adam. Probably the kind of like a lord thingy to like to be angry, so you have to like you have to kill that man. It's different from what we have, like just Heisenberg trying to say that let's have a game and then push us into the deadly trap, I think. Yeah. And they're just like fighting for each other, fighting against each other, trying to see who is the one that is actually like going to punish or give a death sentence to Ethan. That's what it is. What's this one? An early plot point was to have Ada disguising her down with a mask, helping him to escape from his trial. This didn't exist anyway, so it's like, yeah, originally we were helped and then directly escaped instead of like having Heisenberg pushing us into that trap room that he designed for us to escape in the middle of the game. So it's different. Can I tell? Storyboard showed the end of trial scene as well as Miranda's experiment. Miranda was initially going to be a researcher, investigator. Think the village strange creature. Really? That would be strange because she was just like she was like going to be the one that is actually creating all the vessels and then try to. I would say she was basically the one that making all people in the village turning crazy from the village plot now, which would be completely different. Concept art for an event happened in the village before even arrived. The survivors, villagers had locked the gates because of the number of people killed by Lycan, sealing it with the winged key. Castle Demetrius concept art. You can see the Demetrius casually drinking blood as if it was wine. Okay. Concept art of flying enemies in a courtyard of Castle de Measures. Early concept art of the castle. This was cut from the final version, but this was where Ethan was going to fight. Okay. That would be less grand because we were end up heading to like a tower, try to defeat Lady D at the end. Concept art for the gate leading to the Lycan's lair. We came up with a few design for the gate that leads to the stronghold. Why do you even like think of that? How is that important to make a few design for that? I don't really know. What did they pick at the end? This probably D, I guess. That, yeah, maybe. I don't know. They didn't say it. Early concept art of the birth of lichens. A victim is slowly encased in mold and then emerges transformed. Eee, that's gross. Okay. Through concept art when he watches old romance movies and fall into what's that word? Melancholy. He also loves eating cheese. You don't deserve cheese. Give that cheese to me now. Okay. Next, a concept art for donuts, dolls. There's a hidden pair of scissors inside. It uses to attack Ethan. Okay. It doesn't use at the end. It didn't exist at the end, like, I think. Concept art of donut dolls that turns into a spider-like monster. We had a number of ideas for donut dolls, including one with knives coming out of its back and a few wielding weapons in their hands. Okay, this one is probably that of Rose. Kinda. Having a little bit of reference on that one. Trying to be like, they run around and try to kill us. Kinda. Cut design for a large lichen who commands 2 chained vertical, like I forgot how do I just read them before. Various lichens or weapons, including spike, hammer, torch, and sling. Including hunting knives, scabbard, sledgehammer, and war torches. Also another like claw-like weapons, which are made from a variety of clays found throughout the village. Art designs for armor used to protect the lower half of the body. Oh, really? I only remember some that was like actually full body armed with shield, so I don't really remember. There's like just a bit of the places were being guarded. Concept art for a temple close to Heisenberg's factory. This was initially going to be the spot where Miranda sat on her throne and conducted the ceremony, but end up it was like in the cave, so I think they didn't get to that place. Miranda's throne. There was going to be a scene where Miranda sat her holding Rose during the ceremony. Yeah, I kind of feel like disappointed that they didn't actually make the scene of like doing the ritual. Cause at the end what we saw was just like the ritual was done and then she just grabbed Rose from those the dark mold pool, and that's all. We didn't even see the rituals, the ceremony, like the process of it. Concept art for Heisenberg's factory, where Ethan is chased by the solid series. If the reactors in their chests are destroyed, then the parasite inside will attempt to escape. Don't escape! That was like Resident Evil 4 remake, I think. They also get those that are like, is that 4? Yeah, it should be 4, I guess. It would be like escaped and then try to get into another house. Designed for various solid reactors, but the final one was the grotesque mechanical heart. Okay. Concept art for a day of a life of Heisenberg. Night after night, his modified henchmen dig up a corpse from the graveyard to be used in his metal army. Oh my god. Boss fight with a mutated Heisenberg where he turns into his final form. Concept art of freeze parts of the game. Although we were unable to explore these characters in depth, the details behind Christine, the Honed Wolf Squad, have been pinned down. Okay. Director comment storyboard from when the player takes control of Chris to the point where he infiltrates the village. One plan was to focus on each member of the Honed Wolf Squad. Oh, really? But I think they didn't get it. Really? They just get the names, like, and then showing, like, oh yeah, they're kind of like showing you who they are. It's like you're probably getting a dialogue for them as well, showing like, for example, special the what's that called? The World Ace Sniper, those kind of shit. Storyboard, okay, of a BSAA arriving at the village as well as saving Mia. Wolf Squad. Okay. Rough design for mutated Miranda, where she was going to transform into a mold creature. Ethan didn't have the face, you see. Her face is gone. If they continue to design like that. Storyboard for the endgame was Ethan's death and Chris' decision, creating a sense of uncertainty as a helicopter flies over the village. Long ago, a child was born to a family. The family lived in peace for a while. One day, a sickness fell on the village, and one by one, people began to die. The wife to what is that word to the illness? I don't know. There were more graves than survivors. It wasn't long before the daughter got sick, but Miranda used the Kado to create a miracle and she became a saint. Then the villagers infected with the parasite Kado turned into lichens. Okay, that's the origin, probably about the story of the actual like ending credits there. But we don't have much chance to know about it because I don't think they got any special like what's that called? Cinematic like a sound to narrate about the story. We just watch it through. There's no narrator at all back then. Like what is that? Basically, they eventually fell ill to it. I don't know how to read the word. Let me check. I don't know how to read the word. That's the worst part of it. Okay. Okay, let's try. I don't know how to read that. Scummed? That's scummed. Scummed? Maybe. Meaning to you or die. Okay. Okay, so the end. Wait. not the end. Okay, that's just the end. Okay. Didn't take much idea of the... I really would... Well, honestly, I would more like to know about how they created the story of Ethan like that in depth about the concept of family. They didn't really talk about it. I am more interested to know how they actually like... How they think of like trying to... Because all the three parties, like Evelyn and Baker and Ethan themselves, and the whole Miranda's like a village thing, it is also like family. All of them are just family bound. I am more like into that. I want to know more about that instead of just like normal concept arts. Shall we? Shall I do some practice before tomorrow's game, Labelle? Okay. Select stage. Played. I can choose Ethan Winters or Chris Russell. I think Ethan's is easier. I don't know how people. I don't really know the mechanics of Chris ones. I saw the how to play mercenaries. First purchase the equipment or weapons you need from the shop. Then when you go out in the field, you need to defeat as many enemies as possible within the time limit. Get a good rhythm going and build up combos for extra points. Once you've defeated certain number of enemies, the goal will appear. Touch the goal to finish and to move on to the extra next area. Complete more areas to rack up even more points for each stage. You can also touch the yellow orbs for bonus time and keep party going. Not very powerful, but faster rate of fire. Powerful at close range. Difficult to use for sniper, but can pierce anything. It's versatile character, make it easy to try out of different fighting styles. Select the best gun for each stage, and chain those combos. I'm not gonna chain combos, don't worry.
Seeking something in particular?
What do we have now? We only have I don't know what to get. Shotgun. Rays of fire. Do you have ammos?
Ah, so you noticed that.
Yeah, of course. We have ammos like. No, I don't.
This is all an investment, Ethan. A good deal, if I say so myself.
You say so yourself? Okay. I don't think it's like we have enough ammo and stuff to play. Where are they? What? No! Oh my god! My aiming sucks at the beginning. What should I do? Oh, we have a lot of like actually have a lot of ammo and stuff. So we don't have to worry about that, I guess. Died! Ah! No. We're supposed to be a chill stream and then we're trying to do the mercenary thing. Wait, am I even aiming? I'm worried. Ah! No. Bro! Oh man, the combo going. Ah! No, get away! Wait a minute. Slightly when Like, not dying yet, bro. How come? Oh. Ah! No, no, no. Oh my god. Sorry. Ah. No, bro! Why? Okay. 3 seconds. Where did I even like get them like? Oh. Cracking, switching between enemies for escaping increases the more damage. Where are the others? Like, where the other? Oh, where are the others? What? Oh. No, 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 oh my god. I don't even think I can finish it at all. Like, why is it like they didn't? Why there's no enemies moving around? Like, what? Like, I have to move around so I don't have much time left! I'll just like, oh my god. There's someone at the back! Oh! Bro, the bully, please. Ah! Oh my god. No, no, no. Bro! Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my god. I think shotgun doesn't work for the first one, like useless. No, I'm surrounded. Ah, do I have to mine? No. Oh my god. No. Get up! No, don't die. Get up. Oh no. No. Wait, why is it like... Okay, so they're actually like... Oh, thank you. Where's the last... Where's the last, like... Where's the last one? Oh. Okay, okay, go, 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 go. I don't know how many points do we have. Must be very limited, I don't know.
Oh, good. I was just thinking of ways to pass the time.
Handgun ammo, shotgun ammo, rifle.
One moment, please. These hands are more dexterous than one might think.
Let's see.
This should be enough. Choose wisely. Your life may depend on it. This simple modification can be done in just a moment.
Okay.
Please come again.
Cool. How many stages are there actually? I don't know. No, how do I climb up there? Oh my god, what? Damage will no longer take when going. Or something. No, I shot more damage. That's where did I even go to? Like, I often hear noises, but I don't know where they are. Die? No, one more maybe. I don't read the map so properly like I would this is a way I heard a lot of sound, but I don't know where they are. Where are they even based on? Oh my god. What do I have to happen now? Oh my god. Oh my god, no, 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 come on. Oh, my score is so low. Wait, why is it like not? Wait, how can he target me but not be targeting him? Oh wait, what's wrong with her? The bell. Like we're out of time. Bro, how'd I go? How many points? Oh, there's so few. Just
You wish to make a purchase?
wish to make a purchase.
Securing goods is more important than anything. Anything, my friend. Ah. Leave this to me. Till next we meet.
We didn't even get B. We couldn't even get B. It's just the stage like. Whoa. Close combat attacks. Shotgun do more damage. Whoa, 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 whoa! Bro, no, 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 no. No, let me finish him. No. Wait, where's the other one? There's a copter. I don't know. Oh my god, are you here? Yeah. Really? I heard noises, but I don't know where. What? What's up? Oh my god, I don't know what did I get. Noises around me. Oh my god. It's wonderful. Oh no! You should tell when the school actually tackles. Wow! No! One more. The bag. No, where's it? Just. Oh. Wait, where? Where? No, no, no. Voices are in your head? Bro. Okay, finish. Go.
Complete.
Okay.
New record.
Oh my god, just be. Plus 5,000 at the start? Oh, is it like I have to play 2 of them until like. So that I can move to another stage? Or maybe it's like. I have to finish once. Like one triple S, then you can start another. I don't know. I think this one's is even difficult to handle. You got extra abilities, I know. That what? Onslaught. In the use punches, I think.
You wish to make a purchase?
Rifle and dragoon.
Delighted to. Pay me no mind. Good day then.
No idea.
Start.
Wait, this is the same map, right? No. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Choose an ability.
Quick shot. Also increase enemy movement. Wait, where was the other one? I forgot. Hold on. Maybe the... what's here? Blade Master, long distance attacks. Wait, what? Out of ammo? Wait. Wow. Okay. Oh my god, I got bullied. No. Oh my god. No. Five? Where are they? Oh. Where are they? Record. Shall we give a hint of where they are? Record. Bro, where are the enemies? Crazy, is it here? Maybe.
Choose an ability.
What's the gun? Speed increase? Where are the other three? Why I couldn't see them? Oh. One more.
Clear.
Okay.
Welcome.
Friendly.
Your coin.
Okay.
Aha.
Okay, let's go.
Till next we meet.
Start.
Oh my god, why did it like suddenly go so fast? Oh my god, no. When Jonas deep, he could headshot do more damage. Okay. I heard noises again. Where are they? Wasn't there supposed to be something fake around? Lightly explode when they're defeated. Okay, so oh, we got one more. No. Bye bye. Wait, this is easier, or is it just like experienced? Okay, 3. Oh, okay. Still not gonna get us?
If it's just looking, window shop away.
Okay.
Your coin. A good deal, if I say so myself.
Mm-hmm. Help increase close combat, long distance. Oh my god. Oh, we saw him. Oh my god. Whoa. Get away, bro. No one will get close to you, though. And guns, 2 more guns. Nothing here. No! One more left. Where is it? Oh, okay. Okay, done. How many sparks? 3, 4. Okay. Yes, okay, not that difficult. Unlock the castle. Auto onslaught. Okay. I don't like playing type attacks. Okay. Hero of the village for extra contents. Okay. All the stuff are like pretty much like played on village. In general, I like the story of Even, but I think their building in 7 is kind of, you know, just not very good, I would say. But it's like not until you know the twisted mind of Evelyn in 7, you won't feel like even like you won't, I think you won't feel that much for when it's like Rose trying to, no, why is even trying to save Rose at the end. Also like the contrast of that, like for Evelyn doesn't have any family love compared to Rose at the end. I think father's love for, like whenever it she needs, would be like there's the even more touching part of it. Tomorrow, finally, Requiem. I'm screaming again. Like, I don't know. Maybe the like the model of Leon would be like a little bit, you know. I'd be like, kind of old. But kind of like, but I'm excited tomorrow. Finally, I've been waiting like probably 2. It's not 2 months. Like it's not again. Probably 2 months until Requiem released already. So very excited for tomorrow, and yeah, I'll be playing at our normal stream time and probably plus or minus a midnight stream if the game is like, whoa, so attractive that I want to play additional like 3 hours of it at night, then I would do it as well. Yippee! My second pack of biscuit. Good deal. Okay. Arigatou, Nade. Yeah. So that's the plan for tomorrow. I'm lucky to survive the whole thing before, like, it's not planned, but at least like we finish other stories for 8. Of course, it's not. I don't think there's any connection related for them at all. I actually was thinking like, oh my god, I should be rechecking like concept art for 4 instead today, because it was like, what should I say? It's the story about Leon, so I probably should have read the files in 4 instead, but I forgot to do it. But I think I got the game like uninstalled already, so I'd rather not take it than like let's just like stay empty headed the head to 9 tomorrow. If there's a line that I get, is there like, can I choose which one to go first about the plot? Or are they like they're, don't know. I thought they was saying about like because I know they're like a pretty much like half. Didn't look at any spoilers or anything. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure that they talk about the roots Is it like maybe this session is Leon and that session is Grace, or is it like you have like normal plot lines as Leon side first and then Grace, you can choose to start with whom's storyline first, that kind of thingy. I don't know, because I probably read that, like, I read that, but it doesn't show anything like that, so I'm just asking if there. I think, which one do you want to see first? It was like, this question is mostly for Demon. He's good because he's probably not gonna play like Requiem as his first release. So I'm saying like this this question is particularly for him. I think the one for Grace is like. I think for the one for Grace is like playing hide and seeks and what's that called, stealth, right? We are gonna leave the best for last. The best is of course Leon. I think I would yeah, I think I will leave the best for last. Like last time when I'm playing Re6. Although like that order for us playing Re6, like Leon at last, the main story was kinda covered up. But although that game doesn't even have a plot in my mind, so I don't mind. Sure, maybe you play Leon first. If there's like a divided line, I'm pretty sure Dark Fox would just play Grace line. Last time from my info, I just know that he only goes for flares. Got you. I just got him there. You see? Definitely good play out of Grace. Bro, there's like two cards, two. Don't buy it, so I have to. Wait, yeah, I know the family share. The family share function is like not until like after sharing your game. It's not gonna be happening. That's like next to Moss for a few months after. And Grace gotta be in the beginning. Oh my god, what the heck? Is she that attractive? I don't. She's pretty cute. She's just a cat. A scared cat. In my mind. Hydrate. Which I think I'm not very like I don't really like her character, honestly. Maybe I will be screaming at her rather than I'll be screaming at her when I am doing like trying to move around, and then she might be making random noises of like so scared and then scream and whatever, and I'll just tell her to shut up. I think that would be the main vibes of me using Rose while not rose sword. Is that gray sword? Using grace. Well, I will be screaming all the time when I'm controlling Leon and going around. That's the complete opposite of the vibe. I just not gonna spoil. Not gonna make the spoiler for myself to prevent like. I'm pretty sure there would not be like guides as well. Like when it's first released, I think. I hope. I guess. No idea. But even if there's a guide for like, not actually puzzles, but usually just about the maps of like not missing stuff. I think that is something that I feel like important. I wonder would there be treasure as well. I'm gonna collect every treasure in the game. I like being the treasure hunter rather than like rushing my game to the final end. And it's told to be like 18 hours of gameplay, which we probably can play like 10 episodes for the main story. I'm happy with all the treasure though. So yeah. I am sure that every Resident Evil fan is very excited for tomorrow's release, and I'm pretty sure that most of the people are just gonna stream it on like when it's like first release as well. I'm just gonna play it in my usual stream time and not avoid any spoilers on the internet as I could. Probably like at most would just be like placing the guidebook at my side, but I don't think there would be like that speedy for people to finish that guide unless they have been seeing copies that leaked earlier. Maybe Chris marries Leon, bro. I don't think so. If I don't even know Chris, is Chris in the story? Is he in there? I don't know. If there is it's definitely the retired, the close to retired couples. The life of the close to retired couple. He'll be at the ending. Did you saw the spoilers already? Like for in the wedding scene. Oh my god, you're imagining things, right? You're imagining things. It's crazy that someone is imagining things even like what's that called? Far, like way far, how should I say, ahead, yeah. Imagining things ahead than I do. I was just like trying to see, oh hell yeah, I can see Leon tomorrow. That's it. And then he was like, oh, I help her to imagine things about Chris and Leon getting married at the end of the story. Bro, what's wrong with you? I am always like I'm more like imagining stuff in a very unpredicted circumstances rather than like out of nowhere, and then not actually out of nowhere, but in a very kind of like a serious normal context saying about stuff, and then he just randomly saying that thing to me. Oh my god, okay, fine. Now we know demon. Okay. Little update. I've been like kind of locked in and then try to learn Art Theory again. I hopefully can finish another big chapter by next week from another teacher, so that I can learn more about textures of drawing close. And the next one would be maybe on light, but I doubt if that would like add sufficient like knowledge to my present like inventory of knowledge. It's pretty funny though. And other than Thai dramas I'm recently watching, that was a pretty long one because I'm very focused. I barely skip, like, other than the ads, I barely skip the whole thing. So it's like literally I watch every one, like a 1 hour episode, and there's like I'm like in 10 or 11. I don't remember shit. Probably 12 episodes, so it's like still 15 episodes I had. But I'm very like very focused on my art sphere lessons, so it's gonna be a slow progress. Maybe I'm not very sure about this one. Yeah, so I'm having fun. Then the new side what's that called? Side sound that I'm playing now for when I'm kind of like doing my own stuff is the penguins of how do I read that word again? I forgot. Madagascar? Is that Madagascar? I forgot. I forgot. And then by but med how do I read that? How to break the syllables? I forgot. Madagascar? Really? I don't know. I'm not very sure. It's like I don't know why it's on the title all the time, but I just don't know how to pronounce. Probably they all always have pronounced that named as well, but I just couldn't recall. My favorite is Kowalski. Know him? You know him, Kowalski. Well, I don't know the accentuated syllable, but yeah, okay. I like Kowalski. The Kowalski. I think I pronounced his name correctly. It's the tallest crazy penguin there. Receiving orders from the skipper all the time and then just randomly saying about the scientific facts and doing random calculation for the team. He's so funny. I love him. And he's the tallest in the group. He's so funny. I like Skipper as well. The captain is like he's kind of like although he can just talk. I think all the time he can just talk and then not actually like very not like a very action based captain. I think it's kind of different from Chris. I would say. Just remember there was a song I like called Kowalski. Really? He is so funny. He's so funny. I just like him. He's so funny. In my mind, he's so funny. And yeah, so cute as well. I mean, the four penguins are so cute. And then there's like the annoying the king. The king is so annoying every episode, trying to be silly, and then saying that no, I'll actually helps with what I do or whatever. It's just my prayers, not something that you penguins did. He was so silly, and the fat little what's that called? The servant. I don't know how to say it. The servant behind him is also like so silly. The silliest is that the little how how do you actually call them? I forgot. Like I don't really recall what species, what animal species they are, but that very little fluff, the very little small ball fluff at the back, like always grabbing grabbing the king's feet and like not the feet, and then just kick him away. That's so sad. It's like so crazily cute. Yeah, my new background noise is Madagascar. I'm not sure I actually watched the movie. The movie was pretty good. Like the one from, is that 2018 or somewhere around there, I think. That one was pretty good. But didn't remember much. Like I remember scenes, but I don't know. Yeah. I was like, I remember it's a pretty good one, but I don't remember the basic, like the plot. I don't really remember, but I just like the penguins. They're cute and funny and chaotic. Yeah, so okay. Probably I'll just chill. Like after the stream, I'm just gonna watch Thai drama until I fall asleep. Yeah, I'm doing pretty chill this week, cause the debuff not ending yet, so kind of tired every time, like every day, so not very productive. But waiting to buy the ticket. How are you buying another ticket again? He always saying about buying tickets. Last time BTS, and then the week, probably a week ago, he just thought that he got another concert ticket, and now you're waiting for another. You still don't have the pre-sale code. What does it mean by pre-sale code? What's that? What is that? Artists I like need to stop coming. Going concert is fun. I kind of agree to that, but also not agree to that because it's like I only go for the first, like probably the VIP seats, but it's like not seat, VIP standing, and then they're like pushing all around, and it's like, oh, grandma just couldn't go to there anymore. Like I couldn't withstand people screaming. Like I couldn't even withstand cinema, like those kind of what do I say? What should I say? Cinema sound effect. How it's even worse in concert. Cause you probably what? Well, sometimes band have fan sales. Cause you're probably super small and get stomped. What? You mean me? Are you talking about me? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. No, I'm not. No. No, 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 no. No, that's not the case. No, 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 no. Okay. What else? I need to think. What do I have anything not adding for today? Yeah, that's I done my sharing. We are ending. We officially ended our journey with the Biohazard village. Thanks for watching it till like the 10th episode. I'm very happy about this one. But yeah, my peak, what's that called? My best rated is still 0, and then probably 2, and then 8. No, 2, and then 4, and then 8, and then 6, and then 5, and then 7. You finished preloading? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. It was finished like yesterday, but kind of weird. The loading, like the parameter, that's kind of sussy. But I think it's okay because when I press play button, it will show that starting, but also showing the code of it's just it not released yet, that kind of thing. So I think it's done loading. Hopefully, I'll check again before I stream tomorrow, so that it's like I make sure that the game properly run, and I would be like making the settings earlier than I would stream so that I can like start the game right away as I start my stream. I hope that makes sense. いや、そう。そなた、今日もお疲れ様でした。明日はようやく、レクイエムだね。マジでワクワクするレオンの姿見たいなと思って。明日、ようやく、リリースの日だ。そうだ。それでは、明日はちょっと夜の9時のいつも通りの時間で配信をします。お早めにプレイをしたいんですけど、残念ですが明日もその時間がないので、いつも通りの配信の時間に戻ります。はい。その後はちょっと、気になってきたらという感じがあったら、3時くらいの配信の時間も通るという感じで。そうです。今はこんな決まりました。それでは明日も、はい、夜の時間でまたお会いしましょう。ご視聴ありがとうございました。おつづせいちでした。そのさんもお疲れ様でした。Yeah, maybe try a little first, make sure everything works. I think I will. No, I won't. I just would be doing the settings and then that's it. That's it. I will be doing even more after that. I don't want to. I don't, because it's gonna be if I started to play, I'm pretty sure that I would just play it like until the end if I started it. So. Or at least I just watch to check on the menu to see if they're like splitting into 2 lines or what. Yeah, I'll just be tuning the settings and that's the end. Also, I really couldn't check on the drops. When is the drops happening though? Is it March? I think it's March, but there is no drop like available list on my PC, which is very sussy. I really want to know where does when is that badge? Yeah, where's that drop? I couldn't see that. It was like there was one it showed once they were saying like January have once, and then the second time would be on March, but I couldn't see it again anymore. So really, I don't know. I think it's on March rather than. It's very weird. As I count, I thought it was like the 5th or 6th day as it started. I'm not sure if they will bring it back. All the. I think all the badges, like those channels, also said that it's gonna be an upcoming recurring as the first like gen, and yeah, it was very sussy. Why they put it in March 1st? Like probably people have been like ending playing the game already by then. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 days after, or is it like 5? The 5th day of it, up after the release. That's so weird. People stream the trailer or something? That's would be the January one, but it's like March. Why don't you just start at? I mean, it's like February 27th. Why don't you just like bring back the drop at that period? Because like everyone's gonna play it, right? You usually just act it on like actual release or whatever. Then it would be like bringing a certain hype to that game or attention to it. Why they have to like put it into like 5 days or 4 days later than the release and then get back to the drop, which is very weird. I'm not sure. Let's see tomorrow. It's like if Darkbox is streaming, I'm just gonna get into his channel and then try to see if the drop is there. If not, then maybe it's like until March 1st. Then yeah, so that's the plan. up till tomorrow. Sonata, I hope you have a wonderful day. As a last ritual of every stream, I wanna stream it on release. I'm not gonna watch it, I promise. I promise I'm not gonna watch it. Maybe I'll lurk there, but I'll be like, okay, if there's like no subscription like that drop doesn't happen, then I probably would just lurk with that muted thingy so that I I just stand there as a viewer cam, but not like trying to spoil myself. Yeah, I've been preventing it since like there's like a week earlier leak from whatever that I was like barely know since like 2 days ago. I think I just know that there was a leak, but I am those that doesn't really uh watch like internet stuff. Like I barely open Twitter nowadays, so it's like I really don't know anything. Rather than like if there's someone talking about there's a leak incident, then I probably would know, but not until then. I would not like um actively trying to search for some information about especially a game that I want to play. Okay, so yeah, that's the last ritual of every stream. I want to thank Mama and Shiki Papa for making me such a beautiful model. Um, my side highlight, chat, background overlay, chat box, and alert box, the schedule template. The design is from Mutika. My coding of chat and alert is from Dunstan. The subscriber badges, most of the emotes, and what was that? The mic design is from Seisei, and the rigging is from Shikibaba. Lastly would be our starting and ending screen scene from Yaojo and the BGM from Levery. On that, I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Yeah, enjoy whatever. And if if you're playing Biohazard Requiem from its very like the first second as it's released. Good luck. I'm gonna be like a later enjoyer because I don't have time during the middle of the day to play it. It's kind of sad. I hope it was releasing at midnight, but it doesn't. Didn't plan to be like that, so it's fine. Just gonna be a later enjoyer. Good luck to all of you. Probably you'll be like playing around half of the game already if you're like constantly sitting in front of your controller, consoles, or computer and then try to play that game when I started it. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna be like 7 hours already, like the release. So I'm pretty sure people will be like playing as it's halfway already, not counting those that are getting physical copies and like that's against the law. Whatever the law is, I don't remember. Like probably copyright laws, Other than those, must be in halfway already. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you again tomorrow. And おつせじ。あなたもおやすみなさい。バイバイ。
Miyako Seiji said, have fun with Requiem. Bye.